Good morning. Donald Trump's attorney, David Schoen, says that the defense team will need just about 3 to 4 hours to make their case, far less than their allotted 16 hours, as you mentioned. And Schoen says the Democrats haven't proven a point. In fact, he says they've just been fanning the flames of division.
They haven't in any way tied it to Donald Trump. And I think it's offensive, quite frankly, and it's antithesis of the healing process to continue to show the tragedy that happened here. Donald Trump is condemned, and that I think tears at the American people now, frankly.
Schoen says the Trump legal team plans to expose what he calls the hypocrisy of the Democratic impeachment managers. It remains to be seen if he'll bring up a point constitutional lawyer Alan Dershowitz made on Newsmax.
Jamie Raskin's father, Marcus Raskin, was part of the Pentagon Papers case. He was the one who took the Pentagon Papers from Ellsberg, who stole them, gave them to the New York Times. He was saved from a felony prosecution by the very First Amendment that Jamie Raskin is now trashing and saying doesn't have any application. You can't say First Amendment for me and my father and not for President Trump. The First Amendment applies to all or to none.
Schoen and the rest of the Trump legal team met with Senators Graham, Cruz, and Lee yesterday to discuss strategy. Senator Cruz is pushing back on liberal criticism of the meeting, saying senators aren't jurors and that the Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, quote, repeatedly confers with House managers as always and fully appropriate. Now, with the Trump team expected to make about 3 to 4 hours of arguments today, the trial could wrap up tomorrow with questions of a debate over witnesses and quite possibly a final vote on the president's culpability. Schoen initially requested to pause the trial tonight until Sunday morning because of the Jewish Sabbath, but he withdrew that request, saying he won't be part of tomorrow's proceedings. But it still comes down to numbers. Democrats need 17 Republicans to join them in order to convict President Trump, but moderate GOP senators like Bill Cassidy will wait for the Trump team to make its case.
You don't make a decision as a juror until you hear both sides. Period. End of story.
And yesterday, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell also told me that he is undecided. Now, the Trump team will be focusing on 2 points today. They're going to, number one, make the case for why the former president did not incite a riot. And secondly, as Schoen mentioned, they're going to point out the hypocrisy of the Democratic impeachment managers. Back to you.
All right, Logan Ratick joining us live from the Capitol here on this Friday. Logan, good to see you.